So what do you give to the mountain biker who has everything? Wait, what mountain biker has everything? So as we wind down to a rather dispiriting year, there's still hope for some holiday cheer. After all, 2021 could hardly be worse than 2020, right? To get us off on the right pedal, here are some suggestions for that certain special mountain biker on your holiday list, especially if that certain special mountain biker is you. By the way, before I continue, I should say that my standard disclaimer still applies. I paid for all these products out of my own pocket, so nothing on this video is sponsored. So before we go on any further, though, here's a few things you do not want to get. You do not want to give anyone a bicycle seat belt. No, not under any circumstances. You do not want to give anyone a spring-loaded wheel. It is not an e-bike replacement. It is not a replacement of a regular bike. And under no circumstances do you want to give a pedalless bike to anyone on your shopping list, no matter how much you hate them. First up, we have the timber bell. This little bear bell with the on-off switch is just great for warning other riders as well as hikers, horsers, mountain lions, and various other critters of your presence on the trail. I turn it on switchbacky climbs and ripping descents with poor sight lines, and often get thanked by hikers who pull off the trail knowing I'm coming their way. You can get the bell with a permanent mount or a portable elastic band mount if you have multiple bikes you want to switch between. The price goes for about 25 bucks. So it's reasonable, nice stocking stuffer, and it's very, very helpful out on the trail. PNW Components loam grips are great grips. They have among the tackiest compounds of any grips available, plus you've got to love their poppy colors. I reviewed them in a separate video, but the loamers are the one grip you can immediately tell which the brand is just by looking. Plus they're a bargain at only 19 bucks. Then we got the G-Form Pro Trail gloves. After dislocating my pinky in a crash, I got real serious about gloves. The Pro Trails have the best balance between comfort and protection that I've found. G-Form's patented gel padding is strategically placed all around the outer finger areas, but doesn't get in the way of performance. And sizing is reliably standard. They run about 40 bucks retail, but look for discount deals, coupons, whatever. Then we've got the Tubeless inner tube at around 35 bucks. It's on the pricey side for inner tubes, but from a weight and convenience standpoint as well as reliability, this tube is the gold standard. My ride buddy blew out a sidewall on an early descent and we had to reinforce the tire with a bill, but the Tubeless held strong the rest of the way down. It weighs only 80 grams, about 150 fewer than an average inner tube, and takes about half the space in your pack. Really convenient. Allowed some lead time on ordering as the tube ships from overseas. How about the TrailForks Pro? In a crowded arena, TrailForks is emerging as the go-to app for all your ride finding and ride tracking needs. When it started charging a fee earlier this year, which is now about $3 a month, there was a lot of pushback from riders who contributed thousands of their rides free to its database. But hey, the cost is pretty reasonable. They've upgraded the app quite a bit. They continue to add new features. And, you know, especially considering the value, I've been lost a couple times, and without TrailForks, I would probably still be out there somewhere. After using all these gadgets over the years and trying out everything from Strava to Relive, I'm thinking the market is due for coalescing around TrailForks. This thing really works. Then there's the Bike Yoke Revive 2.0 dropper post. I've owned 3 Bike Yoke droppers on different bikes, and I'm really a fan of its quick and reliable action. I've only had to do one reset using the little lever at the top of the post, and it worked like a charm. Now, I did actually break one, which separated at the clamp level, but Bike Yoke warrantied the post and, more importantly, addressed the problem with its 2.0 upgrade last August. It now has a one-piece forged top that should take care of any of the types of breakage I was getting. Bike Yoke's super extended 213 millimeter model, maybe the industry's longest. These posts aren't cheap, they're in the $450 range, but from an operational standpoint, I don't think you can beat them. When a company like Canada's Noble does one thing and one thing only, you can bet they're pretty good at it. I've pounded on Noble's TR33 wheels going for 4 years now, and they haven't so much as flinched. The new TR32 has a lower, sleeker profile and new graphics and a wavy rim design for strength and performance. But as the number implies, the rim measures 32 millimeter external, which is pretty much the sweet spot now for all-around riding. Pricing starts at $1,200, but it's extremely competitive across the board as you upgrade hubs and spokes. The lightweight set I ordered retailed at $1,600, which I felt was a bargain. Shimano's SHM series booties. This is my fourth winter season on these boots, and I can't quite believe how well they've held up with Gore-Tex protection and breathability and 4 points of contact for closure. These boots seem bulletproof against moisture and cold. Even at sub-freezing temperatures, my toes haven't gone numb, and that's just wearing standard cotton socks. As a test, I submerged them in a fast-running creek for 60 seconds, and not a drop of water made its way in. My 700 model has been updated to the 701, and there's other variations out there for these Shimano boots, but the bottom line, they do the job. At $300, these weren't cheap, but they do go on sale a lot, so watch for that. Can't recommend more highly these guys. Enduro winter gloves. I've owned 3 sets of different Enduro winter gloves, and they've all been great. My current go-tos are these MT500 waterproof models, which, like other Enduros I've had, are actually 2 gloves in one. There's a separate inner liner that insulates from the outer shell. A lot of gloves with insulation get too puffy or thick, meaning you lose control on the handlebars just when you need it most in cold weather. But the Enduros strike a nice balance between warmth and grip. These retail for $65, but you can find them on sale for $15 to $20 less by searching the web. Finally, here's something different. Consider an image from MTB photographer John Schaefer's extensive gallery. If you don't recognize his full name, you might his professional handle. For years, Photojohn was an MTBR.com fixture, and he's been providing amazing published visual documentation of mountain biking's evolution over the years. He once constructed this ingenious helmet tree to comparison test helmet cams when there are lots of them out there. And his recent Grafton Gap jump now adorns my office wall. Right back there. And it gives me daily inspiration. You can order off his website at photojohn.zenfolio.com. I've listed the full link below. Or just search on John Schaefer Photography. He offers all different formats at various price points, and any of them would make a great gift for that devout mountain bike rider in your life. So I hope this helps. I've had fun giving you my list. Add yours in comments below. And hey, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. And get out there and ride. I'll see you out on the trail.